This year, Chevrolet is celebrating its 100-year anniversary. In South Africa, there's been a big push for the brand in the last couple of years with loads of new models launched. One of those was the Chevrolet Cruze, which is now in the top 10 passenger cars sold monthly. The Corsa utility hasn't suffered one bit after being rebadged from an Opel to that Bowtie. Maybe South Africans then will love that this Bowtie badge is bigger than ever on the newly launched Orlando.
Driving in the beautiful scenery of the Eastern Cape, the Orlando didn't get too many looks from fellow motorists, which is intriguing because to me it's quite striking. The designers wanted to do something different and implemented what they call a two-box design to create a crossover SUV. The hood is sculpted out from that big split front grille, and they've gone once again for the wheels-in, body-out lines that we heard about on the Spark. Designed 3 years ago, Chev thinks Orlando is leading the way for a new type of crossover with this design.
Although I really like what they've done on the outside of the Orlando, it's on the inside that they've really been thinking outside the box, or two box as it were. It's a multi-purpose vehicle, so you expect interesting little storage compartments and things like that, but a nice little surprise is the storage compartment behind the radio instrumentation, which is really innovative. Although it's all practical, it's also got a better finish to it than you might be used to in a Chevrolet. You've got piano black on the center console here, which is nice and gives it a feeling of luxury. The LT model that we're driving has a full leather interior, and also something that if you've seen a Cruze before you might like is the blue lighting on the binnacle, which is quite a nice touch.
Orlando is well spec'd. Even in the entry-level LS model, all the bells and whistles come standard. You'll really enjoy that as a driver, but your passengers will be equally pleased with what it has to offer. There's plenty of space as a 5-seater, and when in 7-seater mode, your rear passengers are equally comfy. Not so for your luggage. You might fit an umbrella in if you're carrying 7, but that's about it. On the plus side, Orlando does come with a full-size spare. Built on the Cruze platform, Chev are hoping it receives the same kind of reception as its popular new sedan.
In terms of the drive, I'm a little bit betwixt and between with this car. It's a 1.8 litre engine with 104 kilowatts, which you'd think would be enough. Given that it's a 7-seater though, once you put people in, you've got to factor that in. Also, we're driving it down at the coast, so you need to think about what it's going to be like in Joburg. Around the city, it's fine. Enough power to keep you going, easy to cruise in. Now that we've been shooting, going up and down hills, a little bit lacking on the power side, a little bit frustrating on the gears, but for what it's going to be used for, it's probably ample. Interestingly, they're only bringing the Orlando in one derivative. A 1.8 litre petrol is available in diesel overseas, but they've decided that they're going for the volume segment of our market, and that is petrol and manual. So you also won't be able to get an auto box, which for me is a little bit of a strange choice because, I don't know, if I was a mom driving with kids, I'd like not to think about changing gears. So having an auto would be quite nice. Having said that, not all moms will be driving this car. There's going to be dads driving it too, and people who just like that sort of butch-looking exterior.
For dads or moms concerned about safety, Orlando's received a 5-star NCAP rating and comes with 6 airbags, ABS, EBD, ESC and brake assist with traction control as standard.
Again, you'll find quite a difference in the ride quality between city driving and open road driving. When you're driving around at 60 or so in the city, not so great on the bumps, but once you hit the open road, it handles those with no problem. So it really depends where you want to be driving your Orlando.
The arrival of Orlando means Chevrolet now has something to offer across all segments in the South African market. And it's now slap bang in the middle of a growing appetite for MPVs and crossovers.
I like this car. I really like this car. And a lot of what I like about it is the price, because it starts at 254,000 Rand and the top spec we're driving is 295,000 Rand. Yes, the engine is a little underpowered for the weight. Yes, the suspension is noisy, and yes, there's no boot if you actually want to carry 7 people. But you can carry 7 people in luxury and comfort, and actually a little bit of uniqueness, because it does look quite different. I like it.